So hello guys, today we are going to talk about making this layered plan by using Revit and then a little bit of Photoshop in order to add some text and then to let's say to remove some extra part from the exported image from the Revit. So let's say this is our 3D, and as you see I'm just trying to orbit around, but we do have a little problem with the center, so Shift W, and then I will bring my center into this point. Let me see my center. Let me try, or just click on any object so you will be able to orbit around. Okay, so let's say this is my 3D. The first thing I will do, of course, just to right click and then to duplicate the view, duplicate it with detailing. Okay, keep your original one and just work with the copy. You could, of course, right click and rename it, or just by clicking on the F2, so you will be able to rename it. Let's say the new. Okay, so I actually did export, I think this one. Yes. So this was the new one which we just duplicated. And now what I will do is just by activating the section box, it will be something like this. Okay, and then I will just activate my section box. As you see, this is our section box. I will be able to drag it in order to just see it like this. Okay, let me just drag it. And from here, of course, you will be able to decide from which corner, or from which we call it orthographic one, from which orthographic, let's say the left front or etc. You see, but it's a must actually to keep it on one corner from here. And now what I did actually with the previous one, okay, with this one, is just to activate my section box. See this one? Yeah, I just activated it, and then I drag it up and down like that one. So I just brought this one and I just drag it down into my ground floor, which is this one, and then bring this one as you see it in here. So if you want to just to see a little bit from the basement. And what I did is just to click on GD, which is graphic display options, smooth the lines, activate the shadow. What I did, I activate both at the beginning, and then I went to, or I opened the lighting one. I just increase a little bit from the light. From here you will be able to increase the lighting. Let's say I like this one. What I actually did, because as you see in here, we can see the shadows, which will be a bit it's not a problem, but I don't want to work that much, to spend that much time on Photoshop to remove this part. So what I did is just to unshow the shadow. So now the rest is just a clean surrounding. Okay, you will be able even to drag it a bit like this. Since I actually did the first one, so I will just, since I did even the, let me just show you the numbers. So it's 50, 40, 22 for this one. I mean this number, so it's up to you. Maybe you would like to increase something or to decrease, it's up to you. I didn't put any sketchy lines or something, since it will be, or I will just make it something like this. So I did for a building. I'm now doing for the second one, and I exported actually the first image. So this was the first image, and now what we will do is just to export the others. So I exported the first floor, and now I will just drag it into the second one. So it's something important just to show only the floor you want to export. So I will consider these are my plans. So I'm doing this layered plan in order, or instead of the real plan, actually the 2D one. So in somehow I like it. I like to see our floor like this. Of course, I did some setting, as you see. So the same setting will be saved in here. Something else, just to show the crop. So this is the border where your image will be exported. Okay, even if we export it and we saw this line, it's okay. But I don't think we will see it. Let me see. No, I don't think. So this is the Revit. Go to File, Export, just drop it down, go to Image, and then Image. I put it 1500 or 50,000 and make it as lossless. Just choose the space, call it, I will just name it 02, and then say OK. Of course, it would take just a little time because I put it very high resolution, which is actually important for you because you want actually your image to be with a high resolution. So the next one will be our third floor. So as we did, okay, yeah. So this is number 3, so it will be the 03. As you see now, I'm just exporting. You see, it's just it will be just to make the setting for one time, and then we'll just export. If you saw that like you don't need that much of quality, it's up to you maybe to put it as 10,000. But it's better actually to make it as lossless, to keep it as lossless one. I think we do have the last floor now. Yeah, I think so. Let me see the exported one. I did export this one, and then yes, we do have this one with the balcony outside of it. It's a commercial building actually. Yeah, it's good to see group of companies. Just bring it just a little bit down. Yes, that's it. Yep. Maybe you will see some problems when you are working. Let me see. This is the base offset. Let me just see it. Okay, drag it up. You will see little problems. Let me just put it 1.5 in order not to see it, because it's a wall which has a little just base offset. I will just increase it in order not to see it, and that's it. Yeah. Since I did this, so I will just go back to my view, and then yeah, delete this door. It's an additional one. This problem happened actually because when I was making this floor, what I did is just to right click and copy paste to clipboard and say yes. So when if you did actually this, everything will be copied. So by making these section boxes and just making some sections, you will find a little problem. So it's okay, of course. And you will just delete them or just put some base or height offsets. So I think, yeah, we did it. We just exported these 4. Let me see how many flow I do have with this one. Yeah, it's 4. It's good. So now let me just unhide it or hide it for this one. Open a new layer, go to your folder, bring all of them, and then one time just drag it. It's important for you now to say yes for all of them at the beginning. I'm just clicking yes or OK or enter. And now what I will do is just select all of them, clicking the shift, make a group, double click on it. Let me say just COM for commercial. And now by making them a group, Control T for all of them, and then make it smaller. Say yes. It's important not to change the size of anyone. If you want to change it, you have to change for all of them. This is something actually a must, something essential for all of it. So this is number 4. I will just drag my shift, bring my shift, you see, since I'm just moving up and down vertically. You cannot make it something like this. So this is the first one. Click on number 1 and bring it down. Number 2 and then bring it a bit. So as you see, we do have some additional things. And if you want to make it clear, more clear for yourself, just hide 1, 2, 3. Bring this one. Since you did select it, click on W, click outside of it, so he will just select the white color. Right click, of course, you have to rasterize all of them in order to be able to delete the white color. I just click on delete. Now I open my number 3, click Ctrl D for deselect, bring number 3 and then click outside again, delete. And now, of course, Ctrl D for deselect. Number 2 again, delete, Ctrl D, bring number 1, delete. So now we do have our layered one. Now you will again select all of them. You can just Ctrl T, you can make them bigger or smaller, it's up to you. What I will do actually, I will just open my layer 9, not this one, number 10, yes. So since I did this one actually, so I want my commercial to be again with the same size. So I will just make them a bit smaller. And it's important, of course, to align them in somehow. Let's see. I could bring a line like this. As you see, if you cannot see this one, Ctrl R for it and the drag. So this is the first one. Maybe I would make it at the end of it. I will see. So I'm now just selecting one by one. Ctrl T. If you did activate the auto select, which I don't advise you, undo it and click Ctrl and then select the one you want. Sorry. Okay. Now I think it's more clear. Yes. So I think even though I may need to make them both smaller. So this is my group of number 10 and commercial. Ctrl T for all of them, and then bring on this one. I just click the Alt. Why I'm saying that? Because since you see I do have some legends, let's say, or numbering or text, so I may need just to bring number 10 and then move it a bit like this. And then, of course, it's a must, of course, to keep some borders, and you may need to align them to the middle of it. Let me just delete these two in somehow. Yes. Okay. So now I may need, or I may even add some text. So how to make this text? By actually clicking on let me just open this one, click a new layer, open a new layer, click on P for pen, make sure there is no fill, make sure it's just a stroke, and it is just one of these. So I will just click one, click shift, click another point, and since I'm in it, I will be able to select it. I will be able to make it a bit smaller, maybe 5. I don't know let me see. What I did in here was I make it as points and 18.3, and this is the color I choose. Let me see. This is the color I choose for this one. Okay. So since I actually do have some points in here. Okay. Let me see. It's maybe a bit tricky to select it. Yes, I did. Good. So since I used some color in here, so it's okay to use the same colors in here. Let me see. I may use another one which I used it somewhere else. No, this one. Yeah, I may use this color. Bring this one. Okay. So since I do have the first one now, and I do have the number of feet, and I do have the ellipse. Yep. Control J for copy. Move. Bring it somewhere here. Let me see this one. Yes. Move them up. I will just put it here and see this one. Yes, bring it again up. So now I will just click on, select this one, click on B, select this and put like this and choose this number, this color, and the same for that one. Click on this, double click on this color. For this the same, just control and delete. So that's how you will be able to actually do it. For now, let me just show you. I bring it like this. In order, something important also, in order to, since let's say like I want to change the length of this one, I will click on A, make sure it's direct selection, select like this, so a point will appear. Click the shift, click the shift and bring it back. So for this also, since we do have it, bring it. Sorry, we didn't bring the. Okay, this one with that one, and bring it like this. Yeah. And for that, let me see. So examine now. Let me just put a text instead of this one. So these will be just retail. Control T for this one and just bring it back. And that's it.